Muy buenas chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de la saga de Final Fantasy XVI. De la saga, no, de la serie, que llevo diciéndolo mal varias veces. Vamos a continuar la aventura de Clive. Vamos a hablar con Cid, que si recordáis, después de lo que pasó en Eastpool, que la reina decidió que no iba a dejar títere con cabeza, pues lo que decidió es eso, matar a todo el mundo. Y nosotros vamos a hablar con Cid después de aceptar que somos el dominante de Ifrit, después de hablar con Jill, la cual comparte la misma carga que nosotros, haber estado durante muchos años siendo una herramienta para matar. Y vamos a ver qué nos cuenta Cid. Vamos a decirle que buscamos, pues eso, más que nada la redención, ¿no? A ver qué nos dice Cid, vamos para allá. Está Jill en la puerta. ¿Qué me dice Jill? Que Jill y Clive ayer se miraron con ojos bobitos, ¿eh? Estuvo cerca el beso, ¿eh? Estuvo cerca ayer el beso en aquel granero. Vamos a ver.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
Mm-hmm.
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Qué pícaro, Cid.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, We are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
La vas a ver tú.
Did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
Ya vas a ver tú por dónde se pasa el acuerdo, la santidad. A este le da igual todo, vaya.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
No saben qué decir.
We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion.
Vamos, que el acuerdo ese de no
This is the will
agresión.
of great Grieger.
Sí, claro, la voluntad de Gregora. La voluntad de tus cojones.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Deja la bomba y se pira, como todos los tiranos. Deja la bomba, declara que vamos a matar a un montón de gente y se pira.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Vale, o sea, el Bahamut, el dominante de Bahamut es el hijo de este, ¿no? De su santidad. A ver si puedo hacer cositas con el Bahamut y le robo el dragoncito.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. Alright, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher ups. gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Pues me ha molado, me ha molado.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Pues sí, la verdad es que sí. Y ahora pues necesitaré... Mira cuántas misiones secundarias, Uf. Bastantes misiones secundarias tengo ahora. Y ahora debería hablar con Carón. Y con el herrero. Cuántas misiones secundarias, chavales. Cuántas cositas. Vale, primero voy a hablar con el herrero, a ver qué tiene para mí. La ignaria. O sea, este es el arma de... De Ifrit. De Ifrito. Vamos a hacérnosla, Sí, vaya que se me la llevo. ¿Y mejorar? ¿Hay algo que me mejore las cositas? Creo que no, Perfecto, parece que no necesitamos fabricarnos nada. No hay que fabricarse nada por aquí. Sí, porque el arma ignaria y tempestadora. Tempestadora era la de... Es la de... La de Garuda, ya la tengo hecha. Mira, qué guapada, Qué cosa más hermosa. Casi me excita y todo.
Oriflamme. The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Mira, a mí no me cuentes tu vida, me ha dicho. No me cuentes tu vida. Bien, pues me voy a comprar... píldoras heroicas. Rellena la barra de límite durante 30 segundos. O sea, puedo estar usando la... El límite todo el rato que me dé la gana, puede ser. Si es eso, mola.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some at foul's brewing, and a Tintyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Hay que hablar con Otto. ¡Otto!
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
A ver qué me dice Otto. ¿Qué me cuenta, compa,
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's gods for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
El salvoconducto.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
¿Una mancebía es una casa de mujeres de moral discreta? Lista de misiones, ¿qué es esto? A ver. Puedes acceder a la lista de misiones de Gaute. En ella puedes comprar las misiones disponibles que aún no has aceptado y desplazarte al lugar más cercano para hablar con el personaje que las activa. Es decir, para ir a las secundarias, basically. Vale. En la mancebía hay mujeres que fuman y llaman a los hombres de tú. Que nos dice nuestro irlandés favorito. O escocés, no sé muy bien los acentos, la verdad.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Eso es que tenemos icon.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Exacto.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
No nos guiñes el ojo así, Cid, que nos ponemos tontorrones. ¿Vosotros creéis que Cid, dándole los buenos días a alguien, lo puede dejar embarazado? Porque la verdad, no me sorprendería, ¿eh? Vale, y ahora tendremos que ir aquí, a Oriflame. Pero para ello, tendremos que atravesar todo el desierto este. No sé si es un desierto o qué es, pero bueno. Venga, vamos a empezar la aventura. Hay que ir a Northreach. Para ello tendremos que matar a unos cuantos masillas, como siempre. Vámonos. Vale, pues ahora vamos sin... No está... A ver cómo salgo yo de aquí. Porque tengo que ir... ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Ahí. Y para ir ahí... Hay zonas que no he explorado. Entiendo que tengo que salir por ahí arriba, ¿verdad? Entiendo que sí. Se intentará, se intentará. ¡No veo! ¡Oh! La Santa Misa. Bien, pues tal vez sí que sea por aquí, ¿eh? Sí, porque... yo diría que sí. ¡Let's go! Los chocobo, tío. Hombre. Vale. Dicen que se puede. Así que... lo de que haya conversaciones dinámicas, es decir, que pases al lado de la gente y la gente esté hablando y puedas meter oreja, eso mola bastante. Sprint demoledor, ¿eh? Voy a poder aquí dar... qué bonito es. Con la leche, qué bonito es. ¡Ah! A pesar de las arañas, ¿eh? Qué palizón se va a comer esa araña. Y las que estén a su lado, también te lo digo. Bueno, pues la verdad es que sí que se han llevado un buen palizón. Matar a la araña. Un Dragon Abyss. Voy a matarlo. No sé si es por aquí, pero voy a matarlo. ¡Ay, mierda! Mierda, no lo esquivé bien. Te esquivé. Uy, la que le he pegado. Y se acabó. Bastante bien el combatillo, ¿eh? Me ha salido bastante bien. Pero lo he matado por vicio. Porque no... o sea, estaba aquí a su rollo. Me lo he cargado por, yo qué sé. Estaba ahí, digo, a ver si me da algún... algo de loot me ha dado, eso está claro. A la araña esa le voy a perdonar la vida. Tenemos el mundo muriéndose, no es plan de estar matando a la flora y la fauna. Aunque podría vivir en un mundo sin arañas. ¡Ay, chocobos, qué bonitos! No los mataré. Vale, espera, no estamos preparados para ver lo que hay detrás de esta loma. O sea, detrás de esta loma va a haber el paisaje más bonito que habéis visto en vuestra vida. O sea, no sois capaces de entender lo que vamos a ver aquí detrás. No está feo, pero... bueno, sí, me he calentado, Pero vaya, se veía venir, Se veía venir que detrás de la loma se iba a ver cositas. No, está súper bien diseñado el mundo, ¿eh? Está súper bien diseñado. A ver, no es feo, ¿eh? Hostia. Es bonito. Oh, bueno, para, claro. Joder, mira. Que no, hombre, que no. Este juego no tiene sentido ninguno, macho. Esto lo ha hecho un orfebre del diseño de escenarios, hombre. No me ladréis. No me ladréis que voy con el palo, ¿eh? Déjenme tranquilos. Y tú tranquilo, Torgal. No muerdas. Buen perrete. Mira si es bueno, ¿eh? Ay, qué bueno es este perro. Espero que la madame tenga algún amiguillo aquí fuera, ¿no? Habrá que buscar a la dama. Y buscar a la dama... espera, primero de todo, aquí hay un mercado muy grande. Y me gustaría ver qué tienen Vale, ya. Esa puede ser la dama, porque es la que va vestida, eso es, se veía claro. La que va vestida diferente al resto, con ropas brillantes. Eso es buen diseño de niveles, chicos, buen diseño de niveles. Se ha visto al momento. Concha espinosa, ¿qué es esto? Esto debe ser material para fabricar, ¿no? Sí, y esto lo tengo todo bien, así que venga. Venga, a fine day to you as well. ¿Qué me cuentas tú?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Esta mujer sabe muchas cosas, ¿eh?
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Me ha gustado muchísimo cómo Clive ni se ha movido, ¿eh? Cuando le ha puesto la manica en el pecho como diciendo... No me toques, por favor. No me toques, por favor. Isabel, ¿qué me comentas?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
El guarda este es un puterazo, vaya.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Mi espada tiene un ratillo para este masilla, ¿eh?
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
No me queda otra opción que irme a un bar de muchachillas, a un bar de luces. Bueno, pues Clive, habrá que ir al manto de la noche. Por cierto, decir que lo que dicen con los subtítulos no son para nada precisos, ¿eh? O sea, sí que más o menos el concepto es el mismo, pero se pierden matices y se añaden matices que no están en la conversación, ¿eh? Ya os lo digo. Vale, sí, cuidadín. Que ya me confundí una vez con dos amantes y resulta que era una meretriz.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Pues ya hemos llegado. Ay, en fin. No me siento cómodo, la verdad. No os voy a engañar. Preferiría estar matando arañas.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well.
Esta pava lo sabe todo, o sea, lo controla todo.
I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Un sellito, ¿verdad? Un sellito para que... Ahí está, una insignia. Con esto, pues bueno.
And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
En la jarra férrea. Perfecto, vamos a buscar a la muchachilla esta. No creo cómo se llamaba, la verdad. Vale, pues vamos a hablar con la gente.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you.
Vale, perfecto, muchas gracias. Hablemos con la muchachita esta del estanque. A ver qué nos dicen de Tatienne.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatien, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatien was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dane was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in. She didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison.
Que sea el de la puerta, por
Did you ever
favor.
see him?
De la puerta,
Of
por
course
Dios.
I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Vale, pues hay que encontrar...
Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Por Dios que sea el de la puerta. Vamos a ir a hablar. Hablaremos con la vulgar soldadesca. Con la vulgar soldadesca. Bien. O sea que podremos estar ante un tóxico. A ver si es un tóxico. Se lo van a gastar todo en el manto de la noche.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us.
Solo viven para las putas. Esta gente solo vive para irse de putas. Es acojonante, macho.
His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you.
Exacto.
It's the last village on the road to Oriflamme.
Vale. O sea que ahora nos toca patear, ¿no? ¿Pero qué hace este perro tan bonito? Dile algo, que te he marcado que le digas algo al perrete. Exacto. Dale sus mimotes. Es que es un perro súper bonito que le arranca el cuello de cuajo a cualquier monstruo que se lo ordene. Por un lado es peluchón, pero por el otro, pues eso. Muerte cuellos.
Tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatien, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Perfecto, pues hacia Moor que nos vamos. Pero nos iremos en el próximo capítulo, porque por hoy vamos a ir dejándolo por aquí. Ya hemos descubierto este magnífico pueblo de Northridge. Y ahora sí, lo he mirado porque no me acordaba del nombre. Así que ahora, chicos, vamos a ir cerrando el capítulo de hoy. Espero que os haya molado. En el próximo nos vamos para Moor. Un abrazo a todos. Nos vemos. ¡Chao!